Everybody, thanks for being here. I am Jamie White. I'm from Oklahoma. We are doing a quick cash promo training. Crystal and I started tossing around ideas at each other, and it just kind of grew into its own baby. So we thought, well, we're going to share with everybody else. So to keep it super, time conscious, we are going to kick this off. Crystal, I am going to make you the host. So give me just a second, and then you can take us away. Make host. There we go. Okay.
Okay, ready?
Yep.
Okay. So I was late because I just went over my notes and I misplaced them. So I was running all over the house trying to find my notes. So now I'm sweating and like freaking out. So let me gather myself. No. So last month or so, I was thinking in my head, because I still need 4 unique accounts for Founders Club. And I was thinking about some things that, we could throw out that we don't have yet. And that's whenever the X bundle came to my mind. And I was like, well, if we're making $25 commission and then we're getting them a quick start, that kit is free to them with the free enrollment fees. So I, had that. And then Jamie came with me and she's like, oh, I've been thinking. And I was like, oh, how convenient. We were doing the same thing. So, everybody, that bundle, it will always be free as long as we have the free enrollments. It's always going to be a free bundle. So it's something we can continue on even past this, helping people get that kit for free. But I went into my binder today and was also looking at some other possibilities for this. So the X Factor is a great one. The Tone Up Trio is also $125. The Beauty Bundle, the Trim Down Trio, the Digestion Duo plus Trim Sticks, 2 collagens plus trim sticks is also $125. So my thought on the 2 trim sticks with the or the 2 collagen with the trim sticks, go back through your collagen lovers and tell them that they can get, the deal with the 2-pack, and then we're going to add some energy into their day, right? So you don't have to market it as like, we're going to help you lose weight, we're going to help you do all these things. Literally, you love the collagen, let's get you some energy for your day. So those were a couple that came to mind. It's still going to be the same. The $200 if you are already a distributor, and then the $300 if you are a customer or somebody who hasn't signed up yet. And really, we can do that with anything. Like, go back through your XPO and see what your customers are loving and what they're reordering, and throw that back at them and say, hey, I know that you love XYZ. I have a promo this month where I can help you get some cash back in your pocket. So that's what I'm going to do, is go back through my back office and really dig through all those people. I do know that I have one person who orders Global Blend by the case every 3 months. So I know off the top of my head, I'm going to go to her and say, hey, this is a great month for me to help you, X, Y, Z. So those are a couple of things. And then we can also market this with the X bundle and the X Plus and the X Advanced, just making it more of a, seeing where your people started at or what they're ordering every single month. Another thing is even the double 8-day box. That would be $96. You can still use that and say, hey, when you hit this, I'll sweeten the pot with an extra $20. You're going to make it back anyways. And so that $200 and that $300 is still valid for those people too. So just be like, if the math is off a little bit, offer that up to your customer. But I want to say, I have been ghosted already. I have not been unfriended yet, but I have been ghosted, and I have, people are sometimes they're just saying no to this. So I highly encourage you guys, prep yourself now for the no's and the crickets, because if you get a no or a cricket and you're already like, oh my gosh, nobody wants this, I can't, they put you in this junk mood to where you're just like, man, that really sucked. Guys, I've been told I've been a crappy coach before, and she would never come back to me before. And I let it get to me. And Bobby was like, yeah, but look at the thousands of people that you have had that have told you you're an amazing coach. So don't get in your head about the no's or your crickets, because it is going to happen. People are skeptical. They think that what we're doing is, it's just, I don't know, I compare it to just like a hobby or whatever. They don't think it's real money or bigger than what it could be. So prep your mind for the nose, prep your nose for the cricket, or your mind for the cricket, because it's going to happen. We're just going to need to, when you have those, think to yourself of, what can I change to make this different? You know, like if I've tried this so many times and it's not working, okay, instead of giving up, revamp your brain and think about other ways. Get with accountability partner, get with your coach, and see what you guys can brainstorm up together, because that's where the magic happens. Like Brittany and I do this all the time. We throw each other ideas back and forth, and I'll say, well, you know, she'll say, well, that's done wrong, or this needs to be done differently. But we can come together and have like a really good product at the end whenever we're working together. So make sure that you are having some sort of accountability partner to lift your spirits up whenever they're telling you no. So a couple more ways that I plan on that I'm going to go and find my people. So Heather has a really good trick about searching messages. So we'll want to go back to search X Factor, Trim Trio. That gives you a people to follow up with that you've talked about those kits with already. And then it'll be an easy, like, hey, I know you wanted to try the Trim Trio. I know that maybe you didn't have the money at the time, or whatever your verbiage is. I'm not good at verbiage off the fly, so don't judge me. That's not what I would actually say. But if you know what I'm saying, is like, then may not have been their time, but now I can help you get your money back. And probably if we've had those conversations with people, we probably not offered the payment plan because it's something kind of new. So then we can, at that point, yes, Heather said search Core Ignite Ultimate 2, because that's another great follow-up, because now we can say, hey, we have these brand new kits, da, 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 and it leads into another conversation. It's a good way to follow up with somebody that's not a real like, hey, you want to buy. That's just, you're giving them the information, right? Okay. So whenever you're searching Trim Trios and things like that, also another one Heather had mentioned in the past is searching your link. A lot of those are going to be dead chats because you left your link and they never wrote back and they never ordered. So make sure you're doing that and offering this. The kind of verbiage I'm doing is kind of different. And like I said, I'm not good with it off the top of my head, but I'm going to each person differently. I'm leaving where we left off, right? Everybody's not going to be the same. So don't just copy paste the same thing to everybody. And do not rely on posting it on your timeline and people just come running, because they don't. They don't come running for it. I think we're the ones that have Singular on our brains all day long, but they don't think about it. So we have to get in our messages, voice messaging. So what I've been doing is kind of opening up with like a small clip, and Jamie has some great verbiage about a really simple clip just to get them to open up and talk to you. And then I'll go back in with a voice message, because that is creating, you know, if I see something written, I'm probably more apt to ignore that than I am to somebody actually, like, I hear their voice and I'm talking to them. So get them talking first, and then grab you in your voice messages and get them going that way. Let me look through my scrambled notes. I think I am almost done. But you guys, like, cram right now instead of waiting till the end of the month. Like, start making it feel like the end of the month right now, because it is a heck of a lot easier to do it now than it is on the last day of the month. And you're like, oh my gosh, what do I need to do? So treat it right now, because I know for us going for Founders Club, I am working on this from the time I get up until the time I go to bed. Like, it is my main focus, right? So if you have a goal, get your mindset right, get it going, put on some music. I put my AirPods in and tell everybody just leave me alone for an hour. I got to like brainstorm, shut everything out. Follow-ups too, guys. Follow-ups are going to be huge with this. Not just the fact of bringing them the option for this money back promo or anything like that, but if you search in those messages or anything that says like 20 pounds, maybe your friend wanted to lose 20 pounds, then you can send them that story from Getting Healthy or Becoming You, send it over to them in a message and say, hey, Sally, I remember you wanted to lose 20 pounds. I just saw Shirley's results and I wanted to share them with you, right? Because that's getting a conversation opened up. And then you start talking about this promo. It doesn't always have to start off with the promo, right? You can tag them. Tagging them works super easy too, because it's going to boost that post to the top. It's going to be something maybe has gotten buried, so that's going to help as well. But really getting into those messages are totally great. I want to say, I've always heard like start with your low hanging fruit. And that right there is going to be your happy customers. Those are going to be the easier ones that you already have a relationship with them. They already trust you. They already know who you are. And that's where I would start first. I would start with your happy customers first, offer this to them, and then work from that. Now, if you've ran through your follow-up list and you have nobody else to follow up with, then create new audiences. Okay. So and this is how I started my business. I got into groups and I would find the groups that will allow me to post. This is going to take you forever. So what I did was I picked a state, say Georgia, and I said, give me city and states on Google of places in Georgia. And then I would take the name of that town and I would search it in Facebook and say, let's say it's called Redtown. And I'd put Redtown garage sales, Redtown, there's some other names that garage sales do, like classifieds, or, I like to put the word no rules, because those are going to pull up the ones where they're going to let me post whatever I want, like the ones with the no rules. So that's whenever I started posting my before and after pictures in there. It's a lot of shifting. It is a lot of digging and it is a lot of time, but some of my customers to this day have came from that 7 years ago. So if you don't have your idea, if your follow-up list is done, create a new one, create new relationships, get into other people's markets, have your friends adding into your groups, things like that. I'm going to start with telling everybody that I'm going to pay for their upgrade for the 4 people that I need. I'm going to pay for their $35. So I'm going to tell them I'm going to open up your business for free. So that's going to come at no cost to them. I had a lady that ordered 140 PV yesterday. And so what I went to her is, hey, I need to help somebody make $300 this month. Your account is already qualified because you've already placed your order. It's not going to come at any cost to you because I'm going to pay for that. Would you be willing to let me do that? Now, she did cricket me, right? But I put the idea in there and I'm going to follow up with her after Labor Day weekend, probably, because everybody's, I'm sure, crazy. I think that's it. I talked really fast and I hope that helped. But I think that's it. And Jamie, I'm going to let you go. And if I remember anything, then I'll come back.
Okay. Can you turn the host feature back on for me? No.
I don't know how.
Click participants and then it should allow you to take it off.
Make host. Yes.
Yep. Okay.
Yes.
All right. You are now the host. We got it. We're good. So loved every bit of that. So many good nuggets that we can all go back and rewatch this video because we're trying to make it short. That's why it sounds like we're talking in fast forward. Crystal gave some really good points. What I am doing, I went and printed off, filtered out all of my level 1s that are active. That's everybody that's paid a membership fee or had a membership fee waived in the last 12 months. So I actually have already created a board for this, which I will share. I will put it in Team Transformation. And I think Sheila may be duplicating it into her boards as well. But I printed off 14 pages of people. And I'm literally starting at the most recent. And then it goes all the way back for a year. This is everybody that's active with or without volume. So those accounts can qualify. We can also get to the ones that it's been more than 6 months, so we can re-sign them up because there's no membership fee either way. What I am opening with, I'll just read you what I'm sending. And this is actually a customer that I just recently connected with that rolled up. I said, we have a way for you to get an end of summer rebate this month. Would you be interested in that? That's it. That's all I said. She said, yes. I said, okay, awesome. Here's what we need to do now. We need to order 120 points worth of product on your account at some point this month. 2, grab you a link, which I will reimburse you for. And 3, grab 4 friends to order these 3 products. I feel like it's a lot easier if we keep it super laser focused and to the point. Options are great for current customers that have experience with our products, like a big experience with them. But for those that kind of don't know what they don't know, I am going to focus more on you need collagen, you need trim sticks, you need zinc. That's it, those three. And your 4 friends are going to order those 3 things as well. So, and I said, that's it. We share the products that you love with those you love. Want to give it a go. And then I send the graphics, which are also in the boards. Don't worry about that. Everything's going to be shared. Tammy Graham, huge shout out. Thank you. Bless you. I'm totally bowing down because these graphics are amazing and you did them like that. It would have taken me at least 12 years of college to figure out how to do this. So, like Crystal said, there's a graphic that has that the rebate is for $300. That is going to be for your customers who are going to be new distributors that upgrade and become new distributors, or for your prospects that come in and you start them as a new distributor. So those are all newbies. The other one has $200 on there. That's for us. I mean, we can go for it. If I want an extra $200 this month, I go for the quick cash because corporate threw it out and it's for everybody. So for 120 point orders for me, that's $100 on top of commissions. Now, one thing that we do want to point out is that even though they ordered last month, they're still going to have to order this month. They're going to have to order that 120 points worth of product this month because the quick cash and then the quick start, if they're doing the $300 run, will be paid out with bonuses come the first few days of October, whenever bonus pay is paid out. So make sure that you keep that in mind and you tell them that these rebates will be paid out with the bonus pay, like that is the bonus pay come October 1st. Another thing that I did was I wanted to go through and, obviously my new customers, my new members, I went into reports, pulled the new members, anybody with a 120, anybody with a subscription order. When I'm looking at, when I was talking about that 14-page report, it actually has their subscription volume on it for me. So what I do, I look at one, and if it's got 90 PV set up to come out this month, we have a conversation about that. Like, hey, you're already ordering this. Why don't we make it a 120? I'll reimburse you for you to grab a referral link, and then we put some money back in your pocket. Let's go for the $300. What do you say? And it's just, just having that dialogue and making sure that you're going, like Crystal said, it's not going to be the big umbrella. This is going to be a laser focused thing. You've got to get into your messages and you got to go one-on-one with them. Pull up their account, pull up your Teamsy, like know what you're going into before you even message them. So another thing is to make sure you check their profiles. So if you look on there and maybe they just lost a loved one or lost their dog or something like that, I mean, don't be like, hey, you want to earn $300? Like, try to make it personal. Make sure that they're not going through a crisis in life whenever, you drop this on their doorstep. So I did post about the rebate, and I feel like rebate is a good word. It's my favorite word right now. Because whenever we say cash back, people are like, what's the catch? But if you say rebate, you're like, okay, well, if I go to Best Buy and I buy something and they tell me it's got a $75 rebate, that means I got to buy something and then I get money back from the thing that I bought. So that kind of like already clicks in most people's minds that that's what we got to do. You can call it whatever you want. You can tell them, hey, for X Factor bundle, it's usually $210. If you want to come in with, member exclusive pricing, I can get it. We can secure it for you for $175. No membership fees, no contracts. And then we'll start your business for $35. Things like that. I put it in Becoming You. I don't know if it's been posted in Getting Healthy. I did put it in 30, 60, 90. I also put it in the Deals and Steals page. So if you guys happen to see those posts, if you could interact and kind of boost those algorithms on it, that will help everybody, hopefully. And I think that's about it. Again, I will agree with Crystal. You're going to be told no a lot. So remove your personal feelings from all of this. Look at it as you're literally offering your loyal, happy customers the same opportunity to take it or leave it. So does anybody have any questions? Would you throw it in the chat if you do? And I think I'm going to go ahead and stop the recording at this point, and then we'll just do a Q&A, unless Crystal, you got anything else?
No, I just had one other thing, that where if you're going back through your customers and that they've had an order and they haven't ordered in a couple of months, and you hit them with the question is like, hey, I see that you haven't ordered anything. Do you need anything? No matter what their answer is, yes or no, have a comeback for that. Like if it's yes, then obviously we know where to go with that. If it's no, then say, I would go back with like, oh shoot, well this month we have this really great thing going on. You know what I mean? Like no matter what they say, have something to come back with them on to offer them up something. And I really want to do some of these images that have the Klarna price on there as well, because I think if they visually see that,
Right.
if you tell me it's $50 every 2 weeks versus $200, it looks a lot better too.
It does. So definitely utilize Klarna, utilize Affirm. Somebody used another one, Sezzle maybe is one that they were using at one point, but I've not had any experience with it, so I'm not sure. I am going to stop the recording. We're at 21 minutes. Look at us go, Crystal.
Hey, Jamie, I'm going to jump in really quick.
Okay.
And I just want to add, every single person needs to go get that $100 from corporate. Like if you are building your business, not getting that $100 is like a slap in the face to them. So every single person needs to personally be accountable for getting 4 people with a 120-point new start. And I love what you said, Jamie, about it does not have to be a kit. It does not have to be an 8-day jump start. Figure out what they love. Is it Zing? Is it trim sticks? Is it collagen? Is it probiotic? Do they have a totally different need now? You don't figure that out through copy and paste. You figure that out through relationships and communication, right? So please, please, please go get that $100 for yourself. And then you need a list of who you're going to help get that $100 for themselves, right? Some people may be old, distributors that you just want to help get back on board. Reach out to them, connect with them, help them see that they can do this. And then maybe it's going to be new people, but that is how you grow your business, by 1, being personally accountable for your new starts, and 2, by helping your team be accountable for new starts, right? And so if you help people grow, you're going to grow by default. This promo is brilliant. I hope you guys see how brilliant it is, but it's not going to work just on your timeline. You've got to get in chats. You've got to get in chats and messages. So it's slower, but what's going to come from it is going to be more powerful than just another new start.
True. Very true. And if you guys do think about that, like if you want to grow your business, so you have just personally, I'm new, I'm going to sign up 4 people. Each of my 4 people, I'm going to tell, I need you to sign up 4 people. We're going to duplicate this down. That's 20 people just by those front 4. Now, if you keep going, you keep multiplying. If you do it again, that's 40 people. Your organization just grew by 40, 120-point orders. So, I mean, it can be huge. It can totally blow up your business. But like Crystal said, you need to treat every single day like it's the last day of the month this month. For sure.
Also, and especially, sorry, I was just going to say one other thing, Jamie, made me think. When you figure out what they love, like she said, she had someone who orders a case of juice. That is that income while you sleep. Right? When you really hone it down and you figure out what they love and what they want and what they can't live without, and they get it on subscription, that's the income while you sleep. And so I love the focus back to the 120-point orders, because we're drilling it down and we're figuring out what they can't live without. And that's when you get people on subscription. That's when they start understanding the value of those freebies that they're getting.
Yep.
Also, I don't know if Rebecca and Tammy put this in the director's chat, but make it a contest for your front line. See who can get their first 4 the fastest. Like race to the finish line with this, and then offer up some extra incentive for them. I think Rebecca, Sheila, correct me if I'm wrong, I think she's adding on another $50 bonus or something for the first person that hits it. Find a cool thing that people don't want to live without. Those handheld mixers like blew up. It doesn't have to cost you a lot of money. Get your people incentivized even more. Make it a competition. The other thing is, y'all, we build success stories like crazy. if Sheila puts, or if any leader in this team puts like a new manager or quick start banner up in team transformation, steal the freaking graphic and put it in your stories and hype them up. People don't know that that's not your direct sponsor. People have no idea who's underneath you or who's not. But guess what? It builds credibility in you. Hey, now I know Jamie's the person that I'm going to go to because she's helping put food on the table of her friends. She's helping to put $400 back in someone's pocket. If I'm ever thinking, oh my gosh, I'm in a bind and I need extra money right now, what friends are you going to go to? So be hyping these people. I think the best thing that we have on Instagram are their and free trips. Share those in your stinking story so you gain credibility as a business partner.
Thank you so much for that, Heather. I'm going to stop the recording.